Jessii Vee, and today we're continuing our little mini-series about Christmas movies that are a little bit creepy sometimes. Today we're covering The Polar Express, and I feel like this is a movie that people have either seen or heard about. Everyone knows Polar Express. And there are actually some very interesting conspiracy theories that are associated with it. I'll never look at this movie the same afterwards. But before we get into that, quick little reminder in case you haven't seen my last video, we do have new unicorn pajamas on our website. This is the first time we've ever done pajamas. We got the softest material. They come in this cute little baggie. We have a small stock just because we've never done this before, so if you would like them before they sell out, I have linked them down below. Alright guys, so let's talk a little bit about this movie before we get into the very creepy conspiracies. The Polar Express is a movie that came out in 2004, and it's actually based on a children's book that was written in 1985. The film features human characters animated using live-action motion capture animation. Now, I know there are a lot of people who find this specific type of animation very creepy to look at. Like, I know when I was a kid watching this movie, it always gave me this very strange vibe. It's so weird because I do love it and I do watch it every single year around Christmas. But I mean, you gotta admit, the facial expressions of these characters are a little bit odd. The hobo ghost on the train was creepy. The random puppets were horrifying. The empty Christmas town was eerie. I mean, I don't think I've ever watched this film to feel happy. It always left me with an eerie feeling. The film tells the story of a young boy who on Christmas Eve sees a mysterious train bound for the North Pole. He's invited on board by its conductor. The boy joins several other children as they embark on a journey to visit Santa Claus, preparing for Christmas. Now, I feel like this movie plot sounds so happy, but there's just so much more to the movie than just that. By the way, did anyone else have the Game Boy game for this movie? I used to play this all the time, and I don't think I ever finished the game completely. They had some hard levels on there. Also, if you're super young watching this, you're probably like, Jesse, what the heck is a Game Boy? Don't worry about it. Alright, so let's jump into the conspiracy theories. The first one is called the hobo conspiracy. Now, I just want to make it known that I'm not just randomly calling this character a hobo. This is what he's actually credited as, just in case you're like,
oh my gosh, Jesse, you can't just call people that.
I know, but like that's his actual character name. So if you've ever seen the movie, I'm sure you can agree that this is a spooky and mysterious character. And people have always speculated that he's actually a ghost because of the way he acts and talks, and the fact that he literally turns into snow before the train goes through the tunnel. He also asks the kid if he believes in ghosts, which basically gives it away. Well, this ghost theory was actually confirmed in a deleted scene that never made it to the movie. And this scene is called It Takes Two. And I'm pretty sure you can find this scene on YouTube. It's probably available somewhere. I just can't show it on here because copyright. In this deleted scene, the characters Smokey and Steamer explain to the boy in the form of a puppet show that the hobo rode on the roof of the train one Christmas Eve a long time ago and gets killed after it goes through Flat Top Tunnel. And they said that now his ghost rides the train every single year. Now, if this scene hadn't been cut from the movie, it would have been confirmed 100% sure that this character is a ghost. And there's also another theory saying that the hobo is actually Jack Frost rather than a ghost, just due to his ability to disappear and appear in the snow, and how he's able to move on top of a moving ice-covered train during a blizzard. I mean, like, going around in the snow and being on top of this train seems really natural to him because it's winter, it's cold, and Jack Frost is able to do stuff like that. He also calls himself the King of the North Pole, which would make sense because the North Pole is basically eternal winter. The hobo also seems to be sort of a mischievous being. Mischievous? Did I say that wrong? And Jack Frost is also like that as well. He likes fooling around with people, he likes causing problems. So I don't know, comment down below. Do you think he's supposed to represent Jack Frost? Or do you think he was just a guy who literally died on the train and is now a ghost? Next, we have a conspiracy about the little boy. Now, this boy is actually credited in the movie as Hero Boy. So whenever I mention Hero Boy, I'm talking about the little boy. Now, I don't know if you knew this, but Tom Hanks actually voices Hero Boy, the hobo, and the conductor. So he literally plays those three characters. I think he actually plays even more than those three characters in the movie. And you gotta wonder, why would they use the same voice actor for all of the characters? Because they had a really high budget for this movie. They could have afforded to have a bunch of different actors. People think that these three characters, the hobo, the boy, and the conductor, have nothing to do with each other, but there's actually a very important reason why Tom Hanks voices all three. In this theory, the hobo represents the ghost of what would have happened to the hero boy. had he never gotten on the train. People think he would have turned into this skeptical, bitter person who was constantly just stuck on the train forever trying to meet Santa. If Hero Boy had never gotten on, he would have become this bitter man and rode atop the train as he could never receive a ticket. The conductor, however, is another important part of the theory. He is determined to make sure that his train reaches the North Pole. And people say the conductor looks like the adult version of the boy. He is strict but kind and looks out for the Hero Boy. So it is believed that the conductor represents Hero Boy as an adult after riding the train. He also makes sure Hero Boy believes in Santa by the end of the trip. And like I said, his voice is the exact same as the Hero Boy. So it's kind of like the hobo and the conductor represents what could have happened depending on what the boy decided to do. I can kind of see that theory being true because they all kind of look the same, they have the same voice, but comment down below what you think. And the last theory we have is called the dream theory. People say that this whole movie is actually just a dream derived from a bedtime story. Because at the beginning, the boy is lulled to sleep with a Christmas tale. Hence Tom Hanks' voice being everywhere within it. Because apparently Tom Hanks also voices the dad in the movie. He voices so many things. And it says when dads read their kids' bedtime stories, they change their voice for different characters. So Hero Boy falls asleep to his dad telling him this story about the Polar Express. And then his dream takes off from there. And what really confirms this theory is the fact that the pocket of his robe breaks twice in the movie. The first time happened in his dream when his marbles spilled out of his pocket, and then the other time happened when he was awake. Obviously, your robe can't just rip twice, right? So it literally sort of confirms to audiences that one happened in the dream and one happened when he was awake, which shows the reality part of it. I hope this is all making sense. But those are basically the 3 conspiracies that I was able to find about this movie. If I missed anything, please comment it down below. And let me know if you ever thought this movie was a little bit eerie to watch. It's weird how you could love something but also find it scary at the same time. I'm probably gonna watch this movie tonight, to be honest. But yeah, if there's any other Christmas movies that you want me to cover that have creepy conspiracies or creepy things, definitely comment them down below. And don't forget, if you would like some of the new unicorn pajamas, I've linked them down below in the description. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!